Whoever knew that 10 years after officially starting a record label, I would be able to talk about it. See, growing up in Columbus, Ohio, you never know what might happen to you. It's not the hardest place in the world, but it might be the heartless. You know, I've always imagined that by now, somebody else will be telling my story. Well, guess again, I beat the odds and I'm still here. I now would like to introduce y'all to Mr. Washington.
This is Curvilinear Radio. I am Mary J.B.
And I'm Kiki with the E.
And it's Misha, Miss Hotspot in the building.
Yeah, so I want to thank Mr. Raven Kapone for allowing us to conduct this interview.
Yes.
This is his 10-year anniversary. So I am so happy to have you here with us, okay? So I want us to go back, way back.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
we need to know
Way back?
way back. We need to know what developed Raven Kapone into starting this nightlife vision of his. Okay, so as a kid,
Oh, shit.
how was your home life? We want to know about that little Raven that developed into this Mr. Raven Kapone. What's up with your home life? How was it as a kid?
Home life was, oh, shit. I got some good questions. I don't know.
You had both your parents in your house?
Yeah, I did, but the other one was kind of like in a way.
Which one?
But the dad, of course,
Okay.
you know, my mom's win. You know, salute to moms. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh shit, that was a good question. Little Raven was actually Little Mike. Holy shit, did the motherfucker just give me a stump?
Yes.
Little Mike was I'm just a kid from the north side of Columbus, Ohio that was like against all odds, that didn't really get a chance. Yeah, I had two parents in the house, but you know, one of them was for whatever they was doing. Mom's was like, she's still doing it today. I love you, Mom. Working at Grand Hospital, you know, saying she a nurse there. She been there for like ever. And you know, I'm the only one of her kids who don't know her real age, because that's the only lie she's ever told me. So I'm like, Mom, how old are you? She's like, boy, you got it. I was like, okay. So she's been about 40 since I was young. So life on the north side of Columbus, Ohio, I grew up on a number of streets. It was rough. It was different. You know what I'm saying? It was different because I didn't fall subject to what the neighborhood was doing. You know, you got Bloods and Crips and folks everywhere, but on number streets it was mostly Crips and folks. And when I was littler, I used to run with the little Crips and folks because it was a neighborhood thing. But then got shot at, you know, just doing all types of stuff. So I hooked up with my cousin Gunner and started running with the Bloods, and because why run with somebody who wants you dead, right? So, but now I'm talking before 13. So now, this is before I'm 13.
So you were shot prior to 13?
I was shot at.
Wow.
I was shot at. It's a lot of people of my age that lost their life. There's a lot of people, you know, we've forgotten birthdays about because we was young. I had to grow up kind of fast because I was against the odds. I was put like this, I was a bummy kid. I used to get chased after school and get jumped and everything, but it was from families that had numbers. So like I ain't run from no, you know, one person and get beat by one person. It was like, nah, man, like one dude wanted to beat me up. Like he had his uncles at the bus stop. I was like, God damn, like I know I'm strong and shit, but damn, I'm a kid. Shit. But 18th and Cleveland Avenue was different. Like the number streets was different, like back then. Right now they call 18th 187 block. I was like, 187 block. I'm like, so y'all kill people actually on 18th, fam? Like what happened to the alleys? Like, like alleys don't count, but that's me. So as me as a little kid, I was Little Mike. I was a little dude off of the first Friday, nigga kicking over the trash cans. I was that kid. Like
Right.
I didn't kick over everybody's trash cans. I just kick over the trash cans for people that didn't give us no candy on Halloween. You know what I'm saying? So I hold that grudge all year. So that's how that worked out. But
A little terrible tyrant.
I was like a menace. I was like Dennis the Menace. But we ain't had no Mr. Wilson. We had Mr. Moses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it was fun. Cause he used to shoot squirrels and try to feed us like snacks. And we were like, nah, dude, we just seen you kill squirrels. That's probably what that's on our sandwich. Like, we don't want that.
Right.
But me as a kid, definitely had to grow up fast. Definitely had to develop my lively skills very fast. So what you see now is kind of like how I was then, beyond the authority and the extra stuff going on.
So, what led you to the street life?
Home, it was like, you know, a lot of people saying, why you join gangs? Why you join the streets? Why you do all this and that? And motherfuckers be like, you know, people be like, oh, because, you know, the dude down the street showing me this and that, showing me blah, 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 blah. Nah, the real answer to a lot of people's questions is like, it's the comfort. It's real love. You know, if you don't get that real love at home, that nigga down the street show you how to get some money, get you some girls, get you some jewelry. That's kind of how the street life come about. A lot of people don't like to admit that. And when people don't admit it, you kind of forget what the real life is really about.
Right.
Because they say, why you call him the big homie? He's not the big homie because of the things he done. He's just a big homie because that might be like your big brother. And even though I got big brothers and sisters and all that, but it's like, that's the fun big brother. You know, everybody got that uncle in their family. They be like, yo, why you always want to go over to Jesse's house? You like, man, because Jesse popping. Like, he be over drinking beer with us. And you ain't got them little fat girls coming through. Like, you know, as a kid, you know, everybody got that girl. They be
Hold
like,
on. This is Curvilinear Radio. Why they gotta be?
no. As a kid, no. But as a kid, y'all gonna be like, hey, let Lil Mike grab your titty. You know, shit. You a young kid, and you got a grown ass woman put out some big ass titties. You be like,
We're gonna cut that out of the interview.
shit, don't fuck
So
me.
we're gonna go on to the next
I mean, y'all asked me, like, shit, I'm asking the question. That's to bring the street, like, to answer the question, to bring the streets is because it's love. Sometimes you lack what you get at home. You can get it from somewhere else. No matter if it's your uncle having some women showing you the titties, or it's that one uncle that gets you your first piece of ass from a hooker. Like, it's still the fact of what's going on at home, what's going on in the streets. That's why I teach my kids now. It's like, everything in the streets ain't culture. I'm gonna teach you about the streets, but it's some things that you don't have to accept. Back then, it was more like, remember, everybody know the saying, if you're gonna do it, I'd rather do it around me, not nobody else. A lot of people's households didn't do that. They just say, no, don't do it. But then you get with that cousin or that uncle, and they show you what to do, but they kind of teach you how to, you know, do it with them. And if you do it without them, that's when you get punished. And that's why the respect grows from our old elders. He's like, I don't want to disappoint them. Mom and dad is already going to do whatever they doing, but I don't want to disappoint uncle over here, auntie. So that was just to answer your question. Why you trying to keep shit?
So you think basically your dad being kind of MIA led you, push you to the streets a little more?
Nah, and that's the thing. It wasn't my dad being MIA, because my pops was around.
Okay.
But see, when I was young, like, my pops was a man. I seen the pictures. If he felt like wearing orange, he'd pull out an orange Corvette or something. Or he'd go to my uncle's house or something, get a Cadillac with the trues of old, you know, the mustard and mayonnaise. Like, my pops was the guy when I was a baby.
So he taught you how to be fly?
Nah, he didn't. Because he was militant on me. But then when he had to go to the war, to like the Vietnam or something, that my uncle them told me, like, the Agent Orange or whatever kind of shifted him. So when he came home, he wasn't Bunny. He was more David now. You know what I'm saying? He was more different. So instead of my family letting me learn from him, the family was like, yo, Pops is different. Coming to this side. Even though I'm living with him and everything, but it's still like, your dad ain't the dad that he not Bunny no more. So that's kind of like Pops. He wasn't present. I mean, he wasn't absent, He was present, but when he came back from the Army, from what I was told when he was a kid and everything, he wasn't that guy that I should have been looking up to no more. Before that, yeah, he had the women, the cars, the money, you know. I mean, like, man, I seen pictures of my mom's. We was going to my pop's crib because he passed. I was like, I know I shouldn't have said. I was like, damn, man, he was fine as hell. She's like, was? I was like, nah, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I was like, well, now, I was like, man, he was cold and shit. Like, you know, so I get it. My pops had light-skinned women, like, around, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that Army thing, you know. So anybody that got questions on like their aunts and uncles or their, you know, grandmas, grandpops, it's a lot of things that happen in on wars that we didn't know about as kids that kind of mess a lot of people up. Yeah. That Agent Orange, you remember they said they was giving people drugs and stuff to make them do, but that's no here, no there. But now Pops was around, it's just my uncles and them was the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? So, rest in peace, my Uncle Victor Brooks. Oh man, my Uncle Victor Brooks. Man, listen, my Uncle Victor Brooks, he's in a wheelchair. He the only person I know in a wheelchair that he drove nothing but Cadillacs, Lincolns, and Benzes, and had 2 houses and got a house built out of old beds. And nigga used to take us as kids to go to the gas station and steal squeegees so he can drive and shit. So he'd be like, squeegees? And niggas like, nigga, how you think we momming in this bitch? And moms always knew how we would be with Uncle Vic, because we always come home with a box of pizza. That was his thing. It don't matter, he fed us. We always came home with a box of pizza. It's like, you was with Victor again. We was like, yeah, man. So the damn box of pizza. Don't matter where it was from, it was a fucking pizza. So, but that's it. You know?
So in that time frame, when did music play a big part of your life?
Music played a part. I was young dealing with music. I've been giving a shout out to my brother Vonzel Higgins and my brother David Washington. They was the guys on the school bus that always knew the songs that came on. That for some reason they knew like every word. And, you know, you like, nigga, this song just came out yesterday. But it was they was those guys. So when they came down to me, it was just like Vonzel would rap and I try to rap with him. But my brother, he's like a Wu-Tang fan and all that, so he will always rap. But you know, that hip hop shit don't work in the hood. We like, nigga, fuck that hip hop shit, nigga. We gangsters, nigga. We gonna listen to some Brother Lynch, some Dayton family, like, nigga, fuck that. So it came upon about like to see if I can do what my brother did. And he's still here. He does junior MMA training. He does, you know, he does all that healthy eating, all that crazy stuff. And he bigger than me. Look just like me. Just he keep his head on his head. You know what I'm saying? But the rap came about just to prove him that I could be better. And when I used to rap, he would be like, you only saying your words slow so people can hear what you're saying. I was like, so shit, you mad because they like me. So that's kind of how the music came. Plus, I've always liked music, but I never liked hip hop music. Like I never, like people know in the old interviews, like I don't like LL Cool J and stuff like that. I never liked that. That's hip hop music. Like I like rap. Like I listen to Dayton Family and Spice One. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like them is artists that I like. I didn't really get into the whole hip hop, like the dancing and shit. I was a gangster. I don't like dancing. You dancing, you get laughed at, man. It was back then. It was like whoever dancing, that's kind of who you targeted. Like, you're like, he's like Jeffrey, that nigga over there dancing, man. Punch that nigga in the face. He ain't gonna do nothing. And it was mostly light skinned niggas. I'm just saying. I had to say.
Do you think music saves you from the streets?
No, hell no. Okay. Nah, music didn't save me from the streets. The streets saved me from the streets. The music actually had me in more shit than everything else. Because when you rapping, everybody want to be better and everybody want to be best, you know what I'm saying? So if you can actually out-rap somebody, you know, people say people don't fight now. It's like, motherfucker, people didn't fight then. No, they kicked you, motherfucker. Like, once you down, this is supposed to be the end of the fight. Nah, shoes don't run out. Just letting y'all know. But music actually got me into more things. Like, you out-rap somebody or you beatbox better somebody, if they bigger than you or they click bigger than you, gonna get your ass beat. So what saved me from the streets, honestly, was when I left the streets. When I stopped being around 18, when I went over my cousin Gunner's house and he showed me how to make money. He taught me business. And then Uncle Vic come put around that goddamn caddy with his fucking squeegee and shit like, oh, y'all think y'all making some money? Man, he taught us how to make money. money begat business, business begat maturity. Maturity I kind of like that way, so.
So when did your mind start to develop nightlife?
Nightlife, it was more like, I don't know exactly when. Well, actually it was in 2001 where I used to be up all night like the dope man. But I ain't sold no dope. Daytime I was asleep all fucking day. But at nighttime is when my life started. So I started nightlife. And it was like, but I spelled it the regular way. You know what I'm saying? And it was just funny to me. Like, I think it's nightlife because I didn't do that. Like, once the sun seemed like it went down, that's when I woke up. Then it was nightlife. I swear, that's all it was. Next thing you know, it was like, all right, we doing music. Like, whatever I didn't get done in the day or the morning, I did it at night. So I had from like 8 in the evening to like 7 in the morning to do everything within 24 hours. Like, that was my 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? So, well, excuse me. So, after a while, it was like, man, I live my life at night. Nightlife. And then when I, got the records put on it, I was like, nah, I don't like being like everybody else. So I changed the spelling. The records is not an S, it's a lowercase Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it is. And then in 07, I got Nightlife Records patent. So in 01, I was yelling it and touring and doing music. I mean, crazy shit, right? But in 07, I had God with this, like, salute to all the white girls out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, not nothing against y'all. But out of all them Negroes I was fucking with, no offense, they was trying to do certain things. When I got with the white girl, she said, do you got this patent? I said, nah, what's that? She said, you fool. I almost choked shit out of her. I was like, nah, no. She said, why not? She said, I'm a fool. I'm like, well, I don't know about no patent. I ain't know about no copywriting. Like, because I didn't know. All I knew was put out music, rent these clubs, spend this money, make the money 4 times back, buy some cars, have some women, some liquor, and tour the Midwest. That's all I knew, because I'm just an artist. She said, nah, bro, I'm going to take you downtown. She took me downtown, and she showed me what that meant. So in 2007 is when I got Nightlife Records patent with the LLC. I found out what that meant, a limited liability company. I still was like, does that have to be there? They said, yeah, unless you want to pay for some international and all that. I was like, look, this, how much? Okay, here's the money. I had the money. Money was not a problem. So 2007, 2017, so that's how, it's kind of like where we at now. 10 years later, man. Like, yeah, man.
So when you started nightlife, was it just you?
It's even like, no lie, it's always been just me. No matter if I put artists on my label, it's always been just me. Now, I'm not gonna exit the people who helped assisted during my journey, but there was never no contracts. Nobody never brought the company no money. Nobody never brought something to help me build. So just because you coming to me with an idea and something that's gonna work doesn't mean you're a part of my company. That means you're just an advisor to me. That's business. Now, when I first started my company, I started by myself. And since my brother, like I mentioned earlier, Vonzel, he always used to rap. So when I got my business established, I went on my first 2 little tours. It was little tours. I drove to his house and I told him what I was doing. Now this is after 10 years of us seeing each other. I said, man, I'm rapping now. I got a business, I done spent the money out. He's like, man, yeah, right. So he followed me to the house and I showed him the operation. And I showed him what I can do, let him listen to music. This is years after me and him. Because once my mom got me out the hood, it was pretty much leave the hood alone, you know what I mean? Like, we good. Like, my uncle showing me money, my cousin showing me life. Like, but I went back and got him, and he was impressed. And then we started touring together, doing shows, doing music, and he's so nightlife is mine. It's always been mine. But my brother Zell is the original member of nightlife. He's really my motivation. I love him to death, and he can rap. Like, he can really rap. I wish I had the money to put money behind him like I had then, because then we were just buying stuff. I've had artists on my label, I'm not under contract. It's been a fun ride though.
So for those who don't know what NYTE is, so we know it's NYTE Records, so we know that you do more than just the music. So for those who don't know, what is NYTE?
She asking me a question. NYTE Records is just me. And my other companies I kind of put on the umbrella but not on paperwork. Of course I own LYFE Events, LYFE FILMz, MBM Management, that means Mr. Black Management, that's my alias, Mr. Black, but I kind of deaded that. Because that Mr. Black Management that shit ain't working out. Like, I had like 7 people under my management company. I said, oh fuck y'all was whack as hell. Like, I was like, just pay me $100, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but NYTE Events, I'm renting out a bunch of clubs in Ohio. I love throwing parties, from the regular parties to the LGBT party, and you know we're still trying to figure out what the Q stand for, but we're not gonna talk about that. But we throw parties, we throw male events, female events. I still got a bar, you know, affiliated with the Shriners on Mount Vernon, right across the street from the King Center. We have buildings and stuff. Like NYTE Events is big. So when y'all see these clubs be putting NYTE Events and doing all that stuff, if the events is not spelled with a Z, then it's not mine. That means they're using my name to get their party popping. When all the parties used to pop at Wall Street and they try to spell a nightlife different or try to mix it up and try to fool somebody, no, they try to use my name to get them popping because I've done shows everywhere. So
I have like a 2-part question.
that's the first one.
So, you know, you can get all the answers out here.
Go ahead, because these motherfucking yellow lights, I'm trying to look at y'all. I'm like,
Did you see nightlife being where it is today, 10 years ago when you started it?
nah.
And where do you see it 5 years from now?
NYTE Records, I didn't see it because, mind you, in 01, we were just saying it. You know what I'm saying? So in 07, it took me to get with somebody to teach me that part of the business. So I never seen it this far. I just knew that I wanted something that nobody could take from me. So the answer to that fully is like, I seen the potential, but I also, if I would have knew then what I know now, I would have attacked it more, because people say nightlife everywhere. But if it ain't spelled the way I spell it, I kind of like don't get that credit, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, you just this guy, or you're just that guy, or somebody do end up like, people spelling night, NYTE. I've been saying that, but now they'll put the LYFE at the end of it. I'm like, oh, that's y'all switching up, because I spell it NYTE, LYFE, RECORDZ. People try to switch it up, do all this stuff, but it's cool, because the real people know, like, I say it in my post, I start this nightlife. You know, I say cuss words after that, but y'all know. I started this nightlife, and nobody could take that from me because I did it. I spent the money. I lost over $10,000 in a weekend. That's not. It was nothing. Nah. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. I'm the only one. Like I used to be on billboards, the advertisement boards with national artists. Like, we spent our own money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we used to have our t-shirt companies in the house. Like, we emptied out apartment complexes, like half slabs, just to have our t-shirt companies in there. We did that. So when somebody's like, oh, we're gonna bring an artist in town, nah, we didn't pay them. They paid us because they know we came like 20, 50 people with the same shirts on. Or we came with 40,000 flyers. Or we came with 10,000 CDs. It don't matter. The numbers was always in bulk. So did I see it being big? Man, of course not, man. At the same time, I still don't think it's as big as I want it to be. Like, yeah, I got a dude in India sending me beats for NYTE Records, for artists. But that's all a gimmick, because I don't have no artists on my camp. I fired everybody. So you sending me beats for who? Me? Yeah, I'm still an artist, but nah, man, you missed me with that one. So I'm trying to, everybody trying to get that, foot in the door, which there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm glad that people can see me to be like, oh yeah, we gonna put our foot in the door with you. Oh, that's dope. But, actuality, I ain't tripping. But
is there anything that you would have did on your journey that you would have, you know, if you go back, you would change?
yeah, I wouldn't have bought me and my cousin some motorcycles. I was being honest. I ain't
So
got.
you spending 10 bands in a weekend?
No, that was something
wouldn't have
different.
been
That was
changed?
something different. Nah. Cause I never regret anything I've spent because
You
it
don't
was
have to regret.
no. It was all my choice. Now, it'd be different if I had somebody trying to feed me the wrong things, then I spent it, then I blame them. Nah. Any money I've ever lost, I lost it. I don't care if it's $2. I lost it. I lost it. If like everybody know who my peoples is. Like literally, I've counted $1 million before, but it wasn't mine. I seen the business. It's not a problem. Only thing that I would change back then would be probably just being more humble back then, honestly. Cause I mean, I had a cocky couple years. I did. I did. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did. Like, it just happened. I had my moments. But any mistakes I've ever made, or I never had no regrets. I don't live in regret.
But you learn from them.
Oh yeah, I learned. Oh yeah, always a lesson, but no regrets. We gotta remember, a while ago, money was easy to come in, and I've always been legit. But money comes in. So, but I worked for it though.
Right.
I busted my ass. I was selling cars. I was selling rims. I learned how to order shit out of magazines, and I was doing wholesale shit before the internet came. So me fucking up. Oh, excuse me messing up. But that ain't nothing, man. Like, we get it back. It's harder to make that quarter again because now it's accessible to everybody.
What do you want your kids to take from your lessons?
I teach my kids what my grandfather always taught me before he passed, R.I.P. Horace Bridges. He taught me family is important, but know which ones are very important. And that's a lesson I gotta stick with it. Cause like, no matter how many family members I wanted to knock their head off, you never know. Like, we still family. So if I can instill that in my kids, just to respect and get respect and earn it and all that good stuff that we always taught, they'd be alright. The business wise, I don't pressure my kids to do nothing I've done. I don't pressure my kids to go into music. I don't pressure my kids to do sports. I say, what do y'all want to do? And like my son, Sean, he's working on Photoshop and he hacking programs on the computer. I'm like, oh man, he got to get that from me because I don't think his mom know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she just lovable. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of kids. I ain't gonna say what they all do, but overall, I'm teaching them hard because I don't lie to my kids. One of my daughters asked me, why ain't you and your mom together? I'm like, because we don't like each other. That's it. But we cool, but we can't be together like that. Other people be like, oh, you shouldn't say that. I'm like, why not? I think they'll understand that, other than you saying, oh, they just not getting along right now, or, you know, just playing around with their hair. I don't do all that. So what I really teach my kids is, you could be independent, but there's nothing wrong with having a good teacher. So find you a good teacher, because I don't put nothing in my kids, but I say, oh, listen to him. Nah, find your own path. Now, if you start to trip, about to fall on your face, that's when dad kick in and say, all right, let's not do that again. But I allow my kids to bump their head a bunch of times. Because if you prevent your child from bumping their head, they don't know what a bump is. Now, they got to know what that bloody nose feel like. Like, I'm encouraging my oldest son right now he needs to get in a fist fight bad.
Push that on that baby.
No, he needs to, because the other day he was in Reynoldsburg, and it was like 11:30, and somebody upset him in the house. He was with his brothers or something, you know what I'm saying? Like with his other family, and he wanted to catch the bus, but he didn't understand. Like, dude, like it's Sunday. Like, you won't, like, if you catch one bus, it's gonna let you off somewhere. So I asked him, like, after me finding him, and I'm, put on a citywide search, I found him, of course, brought him to the house. I said, and he got 2 big old bags with him. I'm like, what if somebody would have run and bring him with a knife? He said, man, I'd have knocked that knife out of his hand. I'd have beat him up. I said, you a fool. I said, you gonna whip, I said, you gonna try to carry it out, he gonna cut your wrist, you gonna die, he gonna beat you up and take your bags. I said, what do you do if your hands is full and somebody bring you a knife? He said, what do I do? I said, dude, just give him the bag and go. Your life is more important than this extra material stuff that we will get again. I don't care what's in it. Even if it got sentimental value, we will figure it out. So I keep it 100 with my son. But I did tell him, if you do try to take the knife and he miss, I said punch him in his throat so hard that he can't see or breathe, and take the knife and stab him in his forehead. I told him that. I'm just saying if. I'm just saying if.
What a lesson, Dad.
Because his first way of telling me, I think he watched movies like somebody coming on, he gonna hit like this and beat him. I'm like, nah, dude. You gonna try to hit somebody, they gonna cut you. Yeah, I'm like, nah, bro. But if you get that opportunity, and I'm like, take them out. I get you out of jail, we good. We cool. But overall, I teach my kids to don't grow up too fast. Try to enjoy it. And if you can't enjoy it, just make the best of whatever you about to do. And just have fun. And everybody know my slogan is, if it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. That's my thing.
So, what made you team up with WTMH?
And I ain't teamed up with them, they teamed up with me. Nah, I'm joking. I got pulled in on a special, okay. I got put on a special co-host, I don't even know what to call that. It was a situation. And man, I really don't want to say that, man. I got put on a special situation, and I turned out to be the person that I said I was going to be. I did everything I said I was going to do, and I done a bunch of other things. And some people didn't agree with me keeping my word. So they was the lower portion of the totem pole. So they got that way. So other people went that way, and I hollered at them, and they gave me an opportunity. George and Brandon gave me an opportunity to back up what I said I was gonna do, and I did it because it's nothing to me. But not only did I do it, man, I exceeded everything else and everybody else. I'm that damn good. I'm very dangerous when I'm motivated. And for everything that I'm doing, I said, I want to do this and I want to do that. Now, for the first time in a long time, I actually got the backup from people that actually wanted to move like I moved. So now I'm more motivated. And so I said, so what do we need? They said, money. Money's not a problem. I ain't got it, but I can get it in here. The money's never been a problem. So they gave me a test trial. They gave me these little obstacles, and I beat them. I was like, money, okay, here you go. Yeah, that person's doing this. Let's handle this business. Matter of fact, I need y'all to do this for me. And the moment that I brought good business in here, and then I asked them to help me, and they actually, did it, I was like, oh man, we good now. Then another opportunity came, and I slaughtered that. And they was like, okay, well, we want to do this. And I slaughtered that. And then, but at the same time, they backed me up. Now coming from, from the hood and everything, you don't really get the big support or the backing that you really need to further go with what you want to do. So when you come into a situation that somebody thinks like you and moves like you, man, listen, that's a wonderful feeling. WTMH Radio became WTMH Radio. Little did I know they was cooking up WTMH Media Group. Little did I know they was creating TV shows and doing all this stuff. And this all stuff was happening, and I didn't know nothing about it. I just wanted to do my part. So now we're all business partners. We have a corporation that kind of started within the company. It's called Bragging Corporation. I'm not gonna tell you what that means right now, but it could be something really, really big that I think Franklin County would really hate on. Because when it does, because we already did a couple things, people are like, oh, what's that? It was like, oh, let's pause. So when they do happen, it's gonna be like, what's going on? It's like, this is the Midwest firm. where this is turned into a family. But that's why I knew I was that comfortable. He was at the house, certain situations going on, he was that comfortable. George finally came to the house because he's that comfortable. So comfortability goes a lot. So as long as I'm comfortable, they're comfortable, and we all communicate, got an understanding, I think it ain't just gonna be WTMH. It might be something bigger real soon if everything works out, which would be really stuff.
That smile just says so much behind it, I swear. So, Mr. Kapone, what is in the future for you?
You want to be honest? I think I want to be
How much
honest.
do I?
I don't want to do nothing in the future. I don't want to do nothing. I want to sit down. I'm tired. Everything I'm doing now is to exhaust me. I want to do so much right now. So later, I don't want to have a maid or a servant or nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I want to walk on the beach butt naked with an umbrella. Not saying I would do it, but this is, it's on the bucket list.
Yeah.
Just be like, what you doing? Anything I want. Like, I'm done. I want to be, the future holds for me, I want to be done. I ain't talking about being like filthy rich and all that, because the more money you get, the more responsibility you get, because once you're rich, you got to stay rich. I'm cool with this middle guy right here. Like, I was there, I'm a little, probably, by the floor, but I know what that feel like. So in the future for me is, I don't want to be on child support. I don't want to have to owe nobody. I don't want to go to the doctor and be like, how's my health doing? You know what I'm saying? I want to sit back on my porch, feed some squirrels or some ducks, and not worry about nothing. That's all I want. I watch too many old people in my family work themselves into a grave. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be 70, 80 years old stressing out on time. I'm afraid of that. To be like, you work all these years to get where? In the same spot? Nah. But to really answer your question, I really want everybody that I fuck with, that I do business with or whatever, to be straight. Not perfectly straight, but I want to be comfortable. People gonna have stress, but I don't want them to stress like we stressing now. We paying internet bill right now. I don't want to, I want that to be paid. Like, I want to pay my internet bill for 20 years. That's what I want to do. I want to pay my land property for 20 years. Like, give me 20 years off of everything. I think that'd be cool for me and the kids, but that's what I want to do. WTMH and nightlife and all that, man, that's going to work itself because I keep growing. So as long as I just keep pacing myself and do what I'm doing, man, that ain't nothing for me to worry about. I'm cool. I ain't got no woman, so I get to keep some of that money to myself. You know what I'm saying? When I go to Hella's Kitchen, shout out Hella's, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeding me. Kids, I don't take them to Hella's. Nah, places $12, $15 a piece, man. Here we go, China buffet. I ain't got time. But they love it though.
So what would you, being in this business for as long as you've been in and doing all of the things that you've done and accomplishing the things that you've done and the things that you're getting ready to do, what would be the advice you would give for someone coming into this business? What is the best advice you could give?
Ooh, I like that question. The advice I tell anybody coming in or being in it is keep going and understand that you are the competition if you are good at what you're doing. Understand that there's somebody out there that's willing to be in your spot if you're that good. The best part that I teach people is let them in your spot. Let them in. Because just because they can do what you do, that don't mean that they can excel like you can excel. Because me and you, we can all be shooting the same thing, but if you're not as creative as me, then you lose. You could go spend 10 bands and get a bunch of equipment, get your own bit and all this stuff, and still lose. I could spend 200 and win like I'm spending millions. Do you? Find your lane and beat them. And if they don't want to learn by you stomping on their chest, then tell them, come over here. I'll show you how to win. Now, if you know, people say the game is to be sold, not told. I never believed in that because I had to learn by myself, and I didn't pay nothing for it. And I'm still better than 90% of people out here. So I'm gonna tell it to everybody. Now they can be mad. Just like people mad right now. I'm doing y'all photo shoots for dirt cheap right now. They say, Raven, man, you messing up the game. We trying to do this. I said, bro, that's your problem. I was like, these girls come with benefits. Why not let them save some money? They got kids and lives too. What do I win off of it? First of all, I get the money. It may be that much. I'm like, they put my name out there. Then not only in my name out there, it goes from Raven Kapone to now it's our name. Now it's our company. I still win. I'm not afraid of winning this many times. See, I can win this many times 1,000 times. And I'm cool with that. People try to win this many times only 5 times. The math don't add up. It's stupid. Y'all greedy, man. Give these people what they want to keep it pushing. So the big advice is, man, do you run your race, run your lane, just win. If you're gonna listen to somebody who's running with you or past you. If you trying to listen to somebody that, you know, like y'all right now, y'all can do a photo shoot right now. And somebody be like, oh girl, I think you should pose like that. You be looking at her like, girl, you ain't had a photo shoot since last fall. Why listen to you? You're not even taking the initiative to even try. So you can't be on the outside trying to give me advice unless that's your position. If you want to be in that position, talk to me. If you're a model just like me, nah, you can't talk to me right now. You better get in front of this camera like me and make it worth your while. So the big advice is, man, do you run your race, man, have fun, man. And if it ain't fun, I tell people don't do it. Because people don't, sometimes I probably got to stop saying that. Because some people don't understand that working yourself into a grave is bad. People don't understand, because people didn't have parents and uncles and grandmoms that, they died 45 years on the workforce and didn't have nothing to fall back on. The 401k and whatever got messed up, or the SSI messed up, so now everybody got to come out of pocket. You be like, yo, my grandma Nancy ain't straight. So, man, do you have fun or don't do it at all? That's my thing. Have fun or don't do it at all. Trademark.
So, if people want to get in contact,
we've been here for a minute.
I know, that's why we're about to wrap it up with this question.
I ain't mad, I'm tripping. I'm blinded by the lights. He's a nice.
So when people want to
nice
get in contact with Mr. Raven Kapone, how can they do that?
Tune in to the CURVILINEAR radio show every week. Nah, I'm joking. Nah.
Please do though. Every Thursday at 8 to 8.
You see, I forgot the date. I was about to say Friday. I'm like, just every week. Just every
Thanks
week.
for the plug, Boo Boo Kitty. But go ahead and carry on.
Nah, if anybody want to get in touch with me, my number been the same for about, like a real number. I always say some outlandish number, but my real number is like 14 years. 614-515-1297. It's been that long. Like I've had Singular, Ericsson, Verizon. My number was at AOL at one point in time. And it was on the original next to, remember the yellow and black joints with the I can't, man, that's how long my number's been actually on. You know what I'm saying? I had a number before that, but I don't know what happened to that.
So look into the camera and tell the audience what you want to tell them.
Hold on. Hey, Raven.
I need the pose and everything.
Raven Kapone, any social media. I don't switch it up. Raven, RAVEN, KAPONE. I repeat, KAPONE. Only one of my social medias is different is my YouTube. Cause when I started, it was the Real NYTE Records LLC. Cause somebody tried to, of course, take the name. So it's THE NYTE LYFE RECORDZ LLC. I know that's a lot, right? That's why I tell people, go to YouTube, just type in Raven Kapone with a K. My Vivo page is running. Raven Kapone Vivo, all together, RAVEN KAPONE VEVO. My number one email is hq614@yahoo.com. And if you want some music played or you want some advice, just send me an email. That's all. I promise it's really that easy. There's no middleman with me. When you deal with me, it's me. If I put a middleman in front of you, then you're probably not talking to me, honestly. It don't matter if you want to do it WTMH, whatever. If I send you to somebody, then it's official. But if not, then you probably got a hack page or something. So, Twitter, Instagram, Raven Kapone. Webdate, Raven Kapone. POF, Mr. W614. With a tag, Raven Kapone. Where am I at? Black Planet, Sausage Link 5155614.
And cut.
I'm joking.
Thank you so much.
I'm joking. It's all comedy.
Such
We
a
get talking
wrap.
about sausages.
Thank you so much for allowing Curvilinear Radio to do this official interview, even though we got more information than we needed about your sausage link.
It was a
We
joke.
appreciate it,
So you sure? No. Not one last question. No, nothing nobody want to ask me right now. Right now, this like what did Don say? This the
We
moment.
asked you all of our questions.
I'm just saying that was on paper. I'm just saying like the Don say. Don said, on this day I can't deny you nothing. So you got one time to say or ask anything. Are we still rolling?
Yeah.
Anybody like to ask? Ask me anything.
Can I get a raise?
You don't work for me.
I'm kidding. You said gay man. Can I get paid?
Okay. Can we get a cut?
Yeah. I thought it was about me. This shit was about me.
We was done. You can say going over. We just going over.
Keep going.
Oh, man, we got
We ask OG
Yeah.
questions now.
Oh, the camera, we
asked
still
you all the
rolling?
questions.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Real music will last forever. Man, 81 was the birth of a real king. Tribulations, no room to be a real team. Drive-bys, thank God, all miss me. Use your ears, run fast when it's empty. Bad kid on the edge, don't tempt me. OG said I'm here to help, don't fear me. Northside, Bucktown to the ceiling. Amy Hall, my first love, y'all don't feel me. Put my city on the map with one building. My blueprint is out, Rockefeller feel me. Yeah, I wanna be rich, not filthy. Demons in my dreams still trying to get me. I'm all grown up, they call me big homie. I'm in the king seat, I need a Cuban stogie. Cut my circle short, handicapped a homie. It kinda feels better being by my lonely. My damn kids look like somebody cloned me. Touch them, I'ma dig a 440s. Everybody when I die don't mourn me. Suit and tie, please respect my home going. If you wanna know about me, then ask me about me. Don't ask that man about me. If you wanna know about me, then ask me about me. Don't ask that girl about me. If you wanna know about me, then ask me about me. Don't ask that man about me. If you wanna know about me, then ask me about me. Don't ask that girl about me.